Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. So, tonight we are going to check into Jen's videos. Let's talk about the past. Now, I skimmed through this a little bit. I didn't watch every part just to see if it was worth messing with because you know Jen can be very monotonous and she rambles on a lot like Amy. So, I thought this was very interesting. We're definitely going to step into this video. And this video has a lot of contradiction because Who Is She, if you don't know, was a channel that was striked by Jen. It's pretty much old stale tea. But if you're new, some of my people still doesn't know Life by Jen, Jennifer, Gwen, Ann, whatever. I don't really know why she changed from Life by Jen to Jennifer Gwen Ann. I think she had a lot of static going on at the time, and I think it was just so. Jennifer Gwen Ann, Life by Jen, had a old channel that Who Is She would react to and drug up some videos. Check out my striking video. It kind of gets a little bit more into it. Long story short, I watched Who Is She's video, and you can ask her. I was the last person to comment on her video before it got strike, and you can ask Who Is She that. She told me that. So, basically in the video is where Jen breaks down having her mother climb up the steps to bring her food when her mother is sick. That came out of Jen's mouth. Who Is She did not twist any of that around. None of that was lies. Who Is She was just reacting to the things Jen said and giving her commentary. Now, nothing in Who Is She's video was twisted around lies. Always Who Is She was reacting to was basically what Jennifer said about her mother having to climb up the steps, literally climb, to bring her food. Jen, why her mother was sick. I know we've talked about this, but I just want to catch everybody up to date. Long story short, Who Is She did not twist anything around. There was no lies added. There was no other parts of the story added. She was appalled, Who Is She, by what she heard Jennifer, Gwen Ann, saying out of her own mouth. She said that. Always Who Is She was doing was reacting to what, came out of Jen's mouth. What I'm drinking right quick is tangerine juice. It is a fresh squeezed juice from Giant Eagle. They have all different ones. Long story short, it is just literally fresh squeezed tangerine juice. And I want to show these right quick, not to go off topic. I got my grandma this the other day. And some of these you got to be careful. If you don't like hot stuff, this one is hot. I don't know what it was, the ginger, too much ginger or what. But my grandma doesn't cuss, and she literally said, "Do you want this back before I throw it away? It tastes like shit." So anyways, I took it back. She said she poured some out in a spoon. I did not want to give her anything hot. I did not know. A lot of them, if you read, some of them have cayenne and different things. I don't know if it was the ginger. I did sip it, and it does have some spice to it. Now, these in this time are not going to cure anything, but they're just a quick little healthy. This one is immunity, and it's got 200% vitamin C. DV is daily value. And always check if you're allergic to something to make sure, because these do have a lot of different things in. So always check and make sure if you're allergic to anything, spices. And I got this one for like if I'm cleaning or have a bunch of stuff to do. I do have narcolepsy, sleep disorder, so you guys know I'm all about my coffees and Red Bulls. So I do try to find little healthier options to help me with my narcolepsy. I don't like to depend on a lot of medicine, things like that, stimulants to get through it. So I try to find different alternatives. This is the So Good For You Energy one. It has 95 milligrams of caffeine. And always, like I said, check the backs. Make sure there's nothing that you're allergic to. But it's 100% juice. And these are just good. Take a swig, or you could even do half. Or just do little bits throughout the day. You do want to keep these in the refrigerator at all times. They are fresh product. And then I have the wellness one. This is 3,600 milligrams of acai. always check the dates. A couple weeks ago, I got a couple of these that were expired. You definitely check your dates. These are all made with a lot of raw stuff, fresh ingredients, so they do go bad very quickly. If you do get something like this expired, call your store. They'll take care of you. But yeah, I did get a couple of these, and these were very pricey. So I called, and they took care of me, because these can be $4 to $5, $6 at a time. I think these were $3 or $4 if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, always check the dates, because I picked up a handful and half of them were expired, unfortunately. So these are something that I just wanted to show you guys: wellness, immunity, energy, little things that kind of help you out that aren't a pill form or chemical base. You know, I am a recovering addict, so I stick away from anything like that. Lovely spring flowers. These are real. Do these not look fake? These are real, you guys. Look how amazing these are. Oh, wow. From our last foodie and BB party, these purple ones opened. Look at that. Is that not everything? But yeah, these are real. Look how fake those look. Aren't those gorgeous? Oh, and they smell amazing. It was so cute. Sugar Bear jumped on my desk earlier on the chair, and she literally, she's like, I said, what are those girl flowers? Anyways, let's go ahead. I'll just set these out of the way for now. You know what, guys? I'm going to pop these in my mini fridge. I don't want these to go bad. They are pricey. Give me 1 second, guys. I do apologize. Sorry, guys, I didn't want those to, like I said, those are really raw ingredients, fruits and veggies, different things, so I don't want to lose any. Like I said, I had already lost a handful. Let's get into this. No time to waste. This juice is the bomb. It's from Giant Eagle. Check the freaking dates. Check the dates. Check the dates. I cannot tell you how much. Let me get a swig of this, and we are ready to get into it. Now, let me get started. This video is under the Fair Use Act. This is my opinions. These are only my opinions. Do not go send this channel hate. You are more than welcome to comment here. I do not silence any of your comments. Now, I have noticed there's a couple comments throughout the last couple weeks, and there was one video that simply just wouldn't allow comments. And I want to get into something right quick that I forgot to say in the foodie video. But know that I never delete your comments. I never silence you. If your comment gets, I don't know, if YouTube silences them, watches them, if they get held back, know that has nothing to do with me. I do not silence any of you through the good, bad, whatever. You are more than welcome to voice your true opinion on this channel. This is our channel, my channel, ours together, so always feel free to voice your opinions, good, bad, whatever. It is your opinion. Now, I wanted to say something funny. Foodie Beauty has seemed to move on to another interesting community. I had a video on her, and I accidentally deleted it. It had a bunch of views. Excuse me. It would have helped my watch time. But hey, it is what it is, and I had deleted it off of my camera, so therefore I couldn't put it back up. Guest Mob is Isaac Guest, and it is Guest Mob, that is the name of his channel, is against vice versa. Is the video was Guest Mob, Isaac Guest versus Miss Effing Wonderful. Miss Effing Wonderful, Foodie Beauty is now a mod in her channel. Miss Wonderful always has some lovely scams. There was a stream where she was against Isaac, be our guest. Why did she ask for $20,000 in super chats, my friends? $20,000. Miss Wonderful has also been known to scam for household things, hundreds of dollars. She has also tried to scam for a bartender's license. There's just a list goes on. Anyways, it's another shady channel. I'm not a fan of her. I think she's always high on something or drunk. Not my cup of tea, and she just seems like not my type of person. Not my bag, baby, as Foodie would say. Foodie has latched onto that community, and it is going to be interesting. She thinks she's everything now that she's a mod over there. Mrs. Wonderful will eat Foodie alive. Mrs. Wonderful is all about her paper. Excuse me, this shirt is weird. I mentioned it. And anyways, Mrs. Wonderful is all about her paper, all about a buzz, and she is just queen of manipulation. So, Foodie should be in for a ride trying to be part of that little community. I just thought that was interesting. So, let's get on with the video. I don't want to keep you any longer. Nothing like a little bit of Simon here. It doesn't matter how many times I run the sweeper, it just let me check my internet. It has been very wonky. So I just thought I wanted to tell you about that. Mrs. Wonderful has an interesting community. She also fights with a lot of different other communities. So I thought, Foodie, you don't really know what you're getting yourself in for. You just want to latch on to anyone that'll be your buddy. Yeah, see, back online it wasn't. So, this video is a fair use. Like I said, do not play games with me because I don't play and I will go to court, Jen. So don't play games around here. That's not a good look and it's not cute. So let's not do that because we see that all you did was help Who Is She grow. So he really didn't help nothing. Yeah, she unfortunately lost her watch time, but she gained hella subs from it. So play nice, Jen. Play nice, buddy. Okay, these are my opinions. Like I said, I speak the truth. I speak what I think. Excuse me, really, but it's my opinion. I do not sugar things code around here. Let me turn the light back on. If you do not like blunt and high opinions, this might not be the reaction channel for you. I don't sugarcoat things. I call it like I see it. I'm very blunt and straight to the point. So, there's plenty of other people that react to her. If you're not into blunt type of reactions, I'm probably not the lady for you. Check out maybe one of my haul vids or one of my lighter tone vids, but we don't sugarcoat nothing around here. Let's get at it. Get yourself a drink, get a snack, because this is $28.49, and unfortunately, guys, this is going to be a long one.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those
oh, we got a new nose ring, do we?
Well.
You guys, this shit always looks so just...
Welcome. Today I want to talk about something
It's daylight. Why would you have that? That's for nighttime. Waste some more electric, Jen. You don't pay for it.
Squash any kind of conspiracy theories that are going around.
Now, if you don't know, you're new to Life by Jen. Jen is in a wheelchair that she put herself in. Nobody put it in. She just simply does not want to walk. Jen is in a government-assisted housing. Therefore, why not just leave the lights on and electric all day? She doesn't have to pay for it. You do, so who cares?
This is about the fact that I have a second channel. Well, actually, it was the first channel. This is technically my second channel.
This is the channel that Who Is She was reacting to, what Jen's talking about.
The first channel, I will leave a link to in the description below if you want to go over there and watch those videos. I can't remember how.
I do, let me suggest right quick, sorry guys, sorry, I know that's annoying, stop, but go watch those videos. It all came out of Jen's mouth. I do believe that once she starts getting backlash, they're going to be privated, or they're going to disappear, or they're going to be deleted. So I would say get why the getting's good, because I do honestly think that those are going to be a thing of the past. And I do think, I've said this before, that is why she came for Who Is She, because she was dragging up her past and Jen wasn't happy. I will say why the lights are on and you can see my eyes. Who Is She did not twist anything around. She was simply, legitimately, I watched the video. You can ask Who Is She. I was the last person to comment. She did not come up with any lies. She did not make anything up. She was reacting to the harshness and what she heard Jen saying about having her sick, dying mother climbing up the steps when there was nothing physically wrong with Jen getting out of bed. Trust me on that. I watched the full video until the end. You can ask Who Is She. There was no lies told. There wasn't. She didn't twist around. There was nothing to be twisted. She was appalled by having her mother climb up the steps. That's why she was appalled, Jen. Shame on you. I don't even think I could tell that story with a straight face. I've done some shady shit in my past, but I can't imagine having my sick mother climb up the steps. I just couldn't do it. I have been down and out and done some shitty stuff, but never, ever in my life.
How many videos are on that channel? I started that channel over 10 years ago. It's probably about 10 years ago now. And I posted some videos. I made a few introduction videos talking about...
Jen did a thing too. Sorry, I keep stopping, but this is all valid. Jen did a thing she called revamping her channel. She said it before in this channel. I think Jen wanted to leave all that in the past, and people were on her tail about all these things. And that's why I think she came up with this. Why she didn't delete that was stupid, because it just got drug up like now, and I'm glad she didn't delete it. But I think she wanted, excuse me, I have something in my eye. I think she wanted to dump her past and restart over and play this sweet little character that I've never been fooled. Jen has never fooled me, honestly, guys. I've always felt some kind of a 50-year-old woman that won't walk in a wheelchair. She's damn near, what is she, 44 or something? You're not fooling me. A doctor didn't put you in there. Yeah, you're not sweet. I don't believe it.
What brought me to YouTube, my life was
Jen
changing,
is very
what I was struggling with at the
manipulative,
time.
I
And
believe.
then,
That's
for some reason,
my
I don't know,
opinion,
I cannot
Jen.
even tell you why I decided to make a new channel. If I probably would guess that I wanted to change the name of my channel, and I didn't know back then if you could change the name.
I don't
so
believe
I just made another
that.
channel with a new name. I don't honestly remember why I made a new channel, but that is my guess.
Look away. Did
And
you
I just
see the
left
eye
channel
roll and
there.
look
It was
away?
never my intention to hide it. I didn't privatize any of the videos. Every single video that I
She
made
probably
on that
thought it
channel
would still
is
get her
public
money.
for
I don't know
anybody
if
to
the
see
channel,
if
I
they
don't think it
want.
was, I don't know if it was monetized or not, but she probably left it thinking she could still get money off of it. That would be my
I've even mentioned it a few times
belief.
on this channel. I've even commented with a link to some people who started
See, that's
asking
what
a
I
few
think.
months
She
ago
thought she could
about that
still
channel,
earn
and
coin
people
from
who
it.
found it. It was never like it was hidden, so if people like just happened to buy it, it was a surprise to some people because I didn't leave a link to it in my description. I will start leaving a link to it in my description. I'm not ashamed of
Why would
anything
you
on
leave that
channel.
light on during the day? That just irks me.
But like I said, I did leave a link to it a while back in a comment. Somebody had asked about it, and I linked that channel so they could watch it. You're all welcome to go over there.
Go, why the getting's good. Go. You will be appalled. I shit you not. I literally wasn't a big fan of Jen, but when I seen that video, Who's the She's, I was like, nah. Never again. You will get no respect for me ever. You are 44 years old. 44 years old. The pity party's over. If I can change my life, you can too. But you choose not to.
On that channel, I don't even think I've logged into that channel in years, honestly. There's no reason for me to log into it. This videos still stand. Like I said, I'm not hiding anything, and nothing will be privatized. It's all out there for everyone to see. I'm not ashamed of anything I posted. There's things from my past that I'm not proud of, but I am certainly not ashamed of anything that I have shared. So, this leads me into...
See, Jen was a lot different on that channel. She talked a lot, and on this channel, she kind of watches what she says, because now she's got smart to YouTube, and now sees that everything can haunt you. So back then, she would just talk, and was new to the game, which now she's got it figured out, that she's already got backlash, so she tries to watch what she puts out, because she wants to perceive this certain image, nothing that she is. I've never been fooled by Jen. There's a couple people that's like, oh, I like her. I'm like, I've never been on the Jen bandwagon. I've always seen past the sly, smug, the baby voice. You're not a baby. You're 44 in a wheelchair. Grow up, dude. I've never, no.
Things that I talked about on that channel. And it's kind of a touchy subject, and they are things that, like I said, there are things that I'm not proud of, and some things that are disturbing that people are saying. A lot of things when people make up lies about me, because I've had
Nobody's making
many
up
lies
anything
told
that
about-
I've seen. It's all facts that she has put out and people reacting to them. Let me turn on the light so you can see my eyes. People are reacting to what she has put out there. Hitting her mother, having her mother climb up the steps. We're not going to go too hard with the abuse because some of you might not like what I have to say. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe, so we'll just leave that alone. That's not for me to judge. But Jen is 44. What are you going to do, dude? You're almost 50. Are you going to wait till you're 75 or 70 years old to try and get it together? Like, the pity party's done. See, I'm a recovering addict, Jen, so that's what you don't understand here. Is I'm not one of those people. I was sexually molested. I had a shitty life too. I was on drugs. I've changed my life around. But it wasn't by sitting at home, laying in bed, eating freaking ice cream bars. That's not how it works. I still go to counseling. I still go to therapy. Matter of fact, I think I got a phone call, doctor, at 8:30 in the morning, and it's already late. But long story short, you have to put in the work, and I've said this before. That's the problem why none of these women would change, because they're all about short-term satisfaction. They're all about that minute living. And I was like that at one time. And I had to figure if I wanted to better my future, I couldn't live in the minute. That's not the way things work. But Foodie, Amy, all of them. Amber, who we got? Let me make sure. Okay, we got Foodie, Amy, Jen, Amber. They all live for the moment. They all live for that instant gratification, that real quick food high, or that real quick whatever the case may be. They don't want to put in the long-term work. That's why I really think none of them really will change. And there's not, much hope. Sorry, I do apologize for burping. I do.
Me on the internet, and that's fine too. But when it comes,
I
to
haven't
my
seen
mom
anybody
and,
making things up. It's all stuff that she said and they're
twisting
reacting.
circumstances from my past.
Nobody's
that's when
twisted
it's
nothing that
become
I've
upsetting
seen.
to me, and I know people do it to upset me.
I've not
so I
seen
have to
anyone
remember
twist
that and take it with a
anything.
grain of salt.
Grain of salt.
And that's why I've just been blocking and deleting those people that leave those kinds
The
of
truth
comments.
hurts. The truth hurts, and she's another Foodie. I'll give Amber and Amy that. I'll give them that little bit. I'll give them that. Amber and Amy do take what they get. They do. Now, do they deserve it? Most definitely. Do some people go a little harsh sometimes? Most definitely. Amy, I got nothing. Amy created her boat, and now she's got to lay in it. Or, let's say, what does she say? Throw me over the bus? Now you got to lay over the bus, my friend. You created that. You hit your child and forgot to edit out. Thank God you did. I'm glad you forgot to edit out. Not about the job, but I'm glad we see what type of person. And then to have a son that has no papers, that still don't really settle with me. But anyways, long story short, Jen can't take it. I would almost, I don't know, man. Foodie and Jen, I'd say, are about the same. But they operate different. Foodie rages. Jen's a slick operator. Jen will slack you from the back and strike you. Foodie just goes all out and rages and throws tantrums. Jen is a slick behind the scenes. What was the one strike at like 8:30 in the morning or something? The hell are you doing watching videos of yourself at 8:30 in the morning? Good God.
So let me just start. I'll just start and tell you about my history and my past. For a lot of you don't know, I've had a lot of subscribers that have just joined me recently or in the last year and don't know a lot of my history. Starting back when I was a child, I grew up as an only child.
It's always a pity party with Jen.
Extremely spoiled.
See, she's got to start out the narrative with, well, this is what happened to me, so this is why I did this. It's always poor pity me. Amber plays this role too, if you notice. They've got to set the narrative right quick for you to drag you in and kind of say, oh, I feel bad. That's they're setting you up for the manipulation that's about to creep through. So that way when she says that she used to hit her mom or have her bring her food, well, she was abused. Nah, a lot of us had shitty past. I didn't beat my mom or drag her around or make her climb upstairs
I guess
sick.
rotten, as you would, maybe a lot of people would say. Me and my mom have always had a super close bond, and I think that she would agree if she was here today that our relationship was on the toxic side. It was codependent, and it was not a healthy one as the years went by. And that stemmed from what I went through, what she went through. A lot of you know that as a child, I was physically and sexually abused by my father for a number of years from around the age of 4. Like my earliest memory.
Now there's a video lurking that says I did not molest or hurt Jennifer Gwen Ann. If it is her real father, who knows? Or excuse me, I think it says LifeByJen at the time. But there's a video lurking. Is that her dad? Who only knows? I don't know, but there is a video lurking.
My parents divorced around the age of...
Maybe we'll react to it. Maybe we'll watch it.
My dad finally left our house. At that time, my mom still didn't know. She knew about the physical abuse starting. That was what prompted her to finally move him out of the house and divorce him. There were other circumstances involved, but that was like the final straw when she knew that he was being physically abusive to me.
So wait a minute. Wait. Let me cut on the light. So you were sexually molested and physically abused, but she didn't kick him out until she knew about the physical. I don't know. Don't get me wrong here, and I'm not insincere, and I have been, through it, and had some things happen in my past and childhood, but just check out, guys, what she says next. I know some people, it was a family member that did it to me. I didn't want to see that person ever again. Till to this day, I wouldn't say what I would do to that person, long story short, for YouTube's sake and just, for my own sake. But listen what she says here. I know there are people, I forget it's like a thing that they try to God, I can't think of what it's called. They try to protect their abuser, but listen what she says here. I found it kind of strange. That's why I wonder, was Jen just spoiled and not got her way, or is this true? And I'm not being insincere when I say that. I'm just stating the possibilities.
After that happened, my mom felt incredibly guilty for not being able to protect me. I did start going to therapy after my parents divorced. There was a point in time where I had a therapist who wanted me to go as an inpatient for treatment for behavioral issues, for eating disorder. My mom was afraid to let me go because she was afraid to not have me with her.
How is this funny? Look at the smugness, laugh on her face.
And there was a period of time after
like
my dad
she
left.
thinks this shit is funny. She was afraid to let me go, and I didn't get to go. You needed to go. It sounds like your life. You needed to go. Let's just say that. You're in a shoebox government apartment with some shit taped on the wall. If that ain't living, I don't know what is.
I was extremely confused. I went through this big period of I missed him because he was no longer in my life. But I also was relieved because I was no longer going through the abuse. So I was very, very confused. And I'm not proud of this, but it is a part of my past, and I'm not going to hide from it. It's something that I have asked for forgiveness for, and I continue to ask for forgiveness for. Me and my mom were able to move past it. She forgave me completely. Me and my mom
forgave her for what? Am I lost here? Forgave her for what? How? I'm lost. Forgave her for what? If she was sexually assaulted and, physically assaulted by her dad, forgave her for what here? That's what I'm what do you... I'm lost.
I did not punch my mom in the face or
is she talking about this?
In the face, but we did hit each other, push each other.
So I didn't... Okay, rewind here. We're going to go back. I didn't... Now, sorry, guys. If you need to pause, get yourself a drink and use the restroom, I do apologize. This is going to be another long one. But to get through this, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. I didn't punch her and hit her, but I did. Okay, let's rewind here and listen to this again here. Oh, sorry, guys.
Each other, and it was not something that I'm proud of. I'm extremely ashamed of it. Used. Me and my mom got into fist fights. I did not
Fist
punch my
fights.
mom in the
Time.
face or
Fist fights. Fist fights. Fist fights. Did you hear that? Now rewind. Now look, we're looking away. That's a sign of lying. Fist fights. Okay, now get.
slap her in the face, but we did hit each other, push each other, and it was not something that I'm proud of. I'm extremely ashamed of
So
it.
you hit your poor
But it
mom
is
and basically
something that
she
happened
hit
in
you
my
back
life.
sticking up for herself.
I had a lot of anger. I can't explain it. I just had a lot of anger, and that lasted for a couple of years, that anger, those anger issues.
Why did her mother not? This girl needed serious help. That's what makes me wonder. Not to be, and this is just my opinion. I am a sincere person. This is why it's finding hard to believe different things. I think it's like, okay, was she just spoiled and this is a narrative she these are all, don't come for me. These are all just narratives that are a possibility. Don't get me wrong. I have been sexually assaulted myself, and I'm not saying that. I'm just saying these are all narratives. These are just, don't come for me. I'm just saying the narratives that could be.
One day it just stopped. I don't know why it stopped. I'm thankful that it stopped. But then I just stopped being angry. I guess maybe I just worked through all those feelings, and thankfully God took those feelings
No,
away
you
from me.
didn't, because you're still in a wheelchair. You
Also,
still
around the
live
time
in
that
a
started,
shoebox.
There was other chaos going on in my family. My grandmother was diagnosed with cancer at that time.
You paid none of your own bills.
Had to be focused on my grandmother.
The state pays your electric, the state pays for your place, and then you laugh about the coronavirus with tampons and pads in your nose, knowing that you can't take care of your own self. So yet you're making a mockery and wasting products that you don't even go out and get yourself. You have delivered, or you have Jen loves Jean, or excuse me, Jen, G-I-N, loves Jean loves Jen, G-I-N, that type of Jen.
Taking her to appointments and trying to get her healthy and to take care of her. Of course, she did pass away, though, of cancer. So a lot of the comments that I've been seeing are saying that I was hitting my mom and abusing my mother.
You just said it.
Which is extremely inaccurate. That was
Stop.
very...
Did she not just say, you guys, she fist fought with her mother? Did she not say? But a lot of people in the comments are saying, no, people are reacting what you say. You said all this. This is the problem here. If it's not the narrative she wants and she don't like the comments, people are changing it around. They're lying on me. No, they're reacting to what you say.
Early on in my life, in my teens, and not that that makes it any better, but it is a timeline and things that are not accurate that people are saying. And I did explain all this in a video.
I haven't seen any of it, to be honest with you. Everything I've seen's been reactions of people reacting from what she says.
So at that time, after my anger issues were over, I never, after that, as an adult, even in my later teen years, I never laid a finger on my mom. We were extremely codependent on each other, of course, but I was never abusive.
Like, you see the smirky smirk. We were extremely like,
she was not abusive
that's not
either.
fucking funny.
I guess you could say.
Your mom died sick and had no time to even relax, no time to even chill out, because she was climbing up the steps to bring you food. And that's smug and funny to you? That's why nobody messes with you on our side of the community. You think that shit's funny? I couldn't live with myself.
Codependency could verge on abuse for both of us, because
for both of us.
Like I said, she felt extremely guilty about not being able to protect me. I honestly, as the time progressed and my eating disorder got worse and I stopped going to therapy, I think my mom got scared that they wanted to send me away somewhere, and
Sounds
when my
like
mom
they
heard the
needed
word send
to.
me away, she thought that that was going to be like a forever thing and not just a temporary time to help me get the help that I needed. And she was afraid, and she did what she thought was best. And I'm sure if my mom was here, she would be the first one to admit that she made many mistakes raising me, and but those mistakes were done out of love, and we all only can do the best we can with what we have to work with. And she didn't come from that great of an upbringing. Her father
Either
was an
did
alcoholic.
mine. My
Her
mom
parents
was an alcoholic too. Stop this pity party madness. Stop it. You are not the only one, and I'm talking about all in the community. A lot of people have been through stuff. Stop this. You are almost a 50-year-old woman. You're 44 years old. Quit it with this pity party. It's not cute. It's over. It's done. You're not young. It's not cute. It's not working. It's not, sorry, I spit. It's not working. You're not a teenager. It's not cute. It's not getting you sympathy. You are sounding, I hate to say it, but it's not cute. Let's just keep it nice. It's not cute, and it's not working. It's actually doing the opposite for me. It's making me even more like, ugh. Like, you're a grown woman that doesn't even try. You got all this government assistance and all this help that's at your fingertips, but yet you lay up in an apartment with a guy that needs help too. We're not even going to go down that road. And it's another codependent relationship. She latches on to people just like Foodie, and Pete's the move. It's somebody they know. Well, you need me, so I need you, and then we need each other, and then, no, I don't like that. I am me. I don't know. Like, anybody that knows me can vouch, man. I am a loyal friend. If I'm eating, you're eating. If we're doing whatever, we're doing it together. If we're shopping, but you cannot be codependent your whole life, dude. You made a mockery out of the COVID with tampons and pads on your face, and you can't even take care of yourself. So therefore, if you get it, you're going to be in a hospital relying on other people to take care of you when you was just making jokes on Instagram. You're not cute and funny because you can't take care of yourself. That's what's not, dude. You don't take care, like, you rely on the government for everything. And then your YouTube coin. What if all that was going today? What would you do? It's not funny. You don't take care of yourself, so you got no room to laugh at any of this. Because we know you're going to be the first to go to the hospital and not thug it out if you get that shit and try to take care of it at home and try and wound yourself back to health. You're going to be the first one. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, Gene, call the ambulance. Because we see, oh, my back hurts. I can't do a weigh-in. I can't step on the scale. Fuck out of here, man. That's why I don't mess with people like you. Stand on your own 2 feet and take care of yourself. You're a 44-year-old woman, dude. You're not 17. You're not 16. It's not a cute look. It's not. Sorry, guys. I'm just like, man, like, it's silly to me. Like, you want to make fun of the virus, but you're going to be the first to go to the hospital because you have no idea how to wound yourself back to health. And you're going to, oh, I don't feel good, and I feel like come on now.
It's just like a ongoing thing.
And that nose ring is too big. It looks terrible.
And if you don't heal before
Tacky.
you move on, then you just keep repeating repeating the process and the pattern, and that was something that happened in my family. So later on, in my later teens, right before my grandmother passed away, she passed away in 1993, and I was around the age of 17, I finally told my mom and my grandma before she passed away what had happened to me as a child. I told her about the sexual abuse, and there were a couple therapists that
Wait a minute. So she
wanted-
told him a while back about the physical, but didn't tell him about the sexual. See what I mean here? No. And don't get me wrong, I'm not shaming anyone. I'm not none of that, but it just, why wouldn't you be like, okay, and I know everybody deals with everything different. That's not what I'm saying, but why wouldn't you just want to get that off your chest? Like, well, he was physically and sexually abusing me. I'm like, I don't know here. I don't know, guys.
To know, and asked her if that was something that happened to me, because a lot of the characteristics I was displaying throughout my early teen years was indicative and indicated that that was something that had happened to me. Of course, I denied it back then because I was even asked if that was something that happened or if he hurt me or hit me. I never even admitted to them that I was physically abused. I don't know why I wanted to protect my dad. I think I was embarrassed. I'm no longer embarrassed because it wasn't my fault. It was something that he did. Forgiving him, though, is something that I still struggle with, trying to move forward, because it's something that holds me back, and it's a big part of the reason why I struggle the way I do today with eating and food. Jean and I were just having a conversation yesterday, in fact, about overeating and addiction. Food is a comfort for me because I remember my very
How many times are you going to tell us that? Quit talking about it and do something about it. Like, well, me and Jean were having a conversation. Why don't you turn yourself into somewhere? If you can't do it, are you afraid that Jean might not have a roof over his head? You know, she's got to make sure she keeps the fort. But it's so much talky. It's time for walky, dude. I'm sick of hearing this with each and every one of them. I get it. I've been through it with the addiction, but God, you can only talk so much, and then people get sick of hearing, well, tomorrow I'm going to get clean. Tomorrow I'm going to get clean. Tomorrow I'm going to get clean. No, you just got to do it. Like, you just have to fight it and battle it and roll with the punches.
Memories of overeating and binging.
I'm sick of hearing about it, to be honest with you guys.
Food, and I would eat the food because I knew during...
We've heard about this.
I just focused on that I would have food afterwards, and then that food became a comfort for me.
We've heard you say this 50 times.
So after I had told
food is her
Mom
comfort,
what
if you guys don't know that.
she felt
Food is her comfort.
about not being able to protect me, about letting this happen to me. And then my grandma passed away. My mom was still struggling with her divorcing my father because he just wasn't the person that she had thought he was for all those years they were married. And it was just a very turbulent time for both of us. I never understood when I was young, because I was young and I was going through my own thing, of how my mom struggled herself with depression. And I wish now that we would have both gotten the help we needed, and we could have both
But you
been
still
healthier
don't get the help you need. See, that's where we struggle here. You talk all this. You talk a real decent game. I'm not even going to say a good one, but you don't do anything about it. I'm sick of hearing about that. Are you guys like, oh, well, no, you still do nothing. Tomorrow you do nothing. The next day you'll do nothing. Next month you'll be still. Food's a comfort, guys. Yeah, no shit. We know that at this point.
But we can't turn back time. We can only learn from the past and know that in the future. That's why I put that story out.
Practice what you preach, bud.
I shared my past and what had happened to me, because I want someone else to hear the story and learn about.
Sorry. Go look at that channel. She's in the same predicament she is. Only a wheelchair, government housing. Nothing's changed. She's probably, I don't know, she's probably bigger than what she was. You couldn't even see her barely because it was dark, but nothing's changed, you guys. It's the same talk from 9 years ago, literally.
You don't have to stay quiet to reach out and get help, the help that you need.
Dude, tell that to yourself.
I haven't always acted and followed through with getting help that I need, but I don't want others to make that mistake.
Practice what you
after
preach.
my grandmother passed away, and then I was around 17 at that time. My late teens, my early 20s, that's when my weight skyrocketed big time. I was always overweight, big, but I became housebound. I stopped leaving my house when my grandma died. My mom got a job at the time, so I was pretty much stuck at home under my own quarantine, I guess you could call it. I was afraid. My anxiety level was through the roof. I just felt safe at home and I didn't want to go anywhere. And then I used the excuse that my mom was working. I didn't have a way to go anywhere. Of course, I should have been pushed out at the age of 18. I really wish my mom would have just said, you need to get out and get a job and be on your own. I think that would have maybe prompted me to be a different person. I don't know. And I'm not blaming my mom at all. Like I said, my mom did what she felt was best, and it was out of love. So during those late teens, early 20s, like I said, my weight skyrocketed, and I stopped leaving my house. I still, left my room at that time. I went outside, but I didn't leave my property. So during my 20s, even though I wasn't leaving my property, I was still pretty active because my mom was working outside the home, and during the span of
so she just basically had to get up and get her own snacks and her food. That's what she's saying. She wasn't outside exercising or riding a bike or just stargazing or walking around the yard. She means she had to go get her snacks and her own little microwave meals.
We had